Hello, boss babes and bosses out there. So, I would like to ask you first, if nasa era ba kayo ngayon na you are trying a lot of AI tools na mas maka-help sa inyo when it comes to your productivity, when it comes to your wellness, or maybe when it comes to your work, something like that. Because if yes, we are on the same page. So, I am just so happy talaga na na-discover ko itong productivity tool na always ko na palang ginagamit even before. But I just don't know na meron pala siyang ganitong features. So what I'm talking about is yung krisp.ai. Yeah, I know guys, I have been sharing this tool with you as noise background cancellation. Yes. And I really thought na yan lang yung feature niya. Hindi pala, ang dami pala niyang features na for productivity. And I really feel like makaka-help to sa atin. Especially you guys, if you're always taking calls, if you're always having meetings sa client nyo, because this is literally a game changer when it comes to productivity sa meetings kung may mga calls kayo. So yeah, if you want to learn more, then keep on watching. The reason why I really want to share this with you, kasi if you watch the FreelanceCon PH 2025 ng Data Science Analytics, you can watch this video here. I will put a link below if you want to watch that. It's technically a free conference and you will literally learn a lot, especially when it comes to automation, when it comes to AI, when it comes to social media, and also you better watch that because it's just for free and marami kayong matutunan. But by the way, isa ako sa kinuha ni Sir Abraham doon and I am so grateful talaga na mapabilang doon. I'm so happy na I was able to share my experience and knowledge when it comes to social media. No? Pero that time, like literally that time and that day, meron ding birthday party sa nirentahan ko na room sa isang house. Marami kayong housemates, of course, diba? That time, merong nag-birthday and nagpa-party siya. And I was so worried, to be honest, like, oh my God, hopefully, hindi masyadong maingay kung magto-talk na ako and gano'n. But you know what? Na ano ko talaga na grabe ka-effective yung tool na to. Gumamit ako ng krisp.ai for the noise background reduction. Ito yung first talaga na always kong sinishare sa inyo, diba? I've mentioned this sa mga videos ko before na meron akong ginagamit na tool to block the background noises. And what I like about it is not just nabablock niya yung mga background noises ko, no? It's also blocking the noise sa kabilang end. So for example, yung client nyo merong dogs, ang ingay ng mga dogs niya. So technically, hindi mo rin maririnig yung mga dogs. Like, nabablock niya yung ingay sa paligid mo. At the same time, nabablock din ni krisp.ai yung sound, mga background noises sa client mo. Para mas magiging clear yung conversation nyo and mas magiging mataas yung comprehension nyo kasi super clear yung mga naririnig mo and yung naririnig niya din from you is so clear. Walang background noises. So, isa talaga yan sa feature na gusto ko. If you are always watching na my videos, I said there na yung tinitirhan ko before, ang daming mga aso, ang daming mga chicken. So, kung ang bahay nyo din maraming aso, maraming chicken while doing calls with your client, this tool would be so helpful, okay? So, the next thing that I would say na nagustuhan ko talaga is itong accent conversion. So, you know what guys? I know, tayo talaga mga Filipino, meron tayong accent when it comes to English. Meron tayong specific accent na pang Filipino talaga. Like, malalaman mo talaga na Filipino kung ganyan yung accent. And I feel like this tool, mas magiging fluent tayo pakinggan when it comes to English, no? Meron ding ibang accent na pwede nilang i-convert, like Indian, and then meron pang ibang accent dun. I'm just gonna share my screen later para mas makita nyo step by step kung paano siya gamitan ba. But right now, I'm just telling you what are the cool features na masasabi ko na meron yung Krisp AI na I think this would be really helpful for us Filipinos. Especially, many of us really do calls from time to time, like mapa-inbound man or outbound. Kasi I think for now, this kind of feature is para siya sa mga companies. Like, binibenta nila ito na feature for the companies, like call center companies, yung mga outsource mga companies, doon nila binibenta ito. But hopefully, iaano din nila sa mga personal accounts, no? I would really vouch talaga na, gamitin natin to. I'm gonna play a video here para mas malaman nyo kung ano yung pinagkaiba ng normal natin na accent, tapos yung na-convert na. Check this out.
Hello, my name is Hannah and I'm a call center agent from the Philippines. Clear communication is vital for my customers and me, but accent barriers can sometimes make it challenging. That's where crisp accent conversion comes in. Let me show you the voice preservation mode in action.
As you can hear, this mode keeps my original voice intact while softening challenging parts of my accent. It helps customers understand me better, improving satisfaction on both sides of the call.
I turned it off, so now you can hear the difference clearly. I'll now turn it on again.
Notice how my natural tone and personality shine through? This mode allows me to stay authentic, making every interaction more personal and effective.
See? It's so nice, diba? So, mas magiging clear na tayo pakinggan ng ating mga clients, and I feel like they will have a better comprehension na sa pinagsasabi natin, especially if mas fluent tayo pakinggan because of the accent conversion, right? Another thing pa, meron pa akong gustong i-share sa inyo na love ko talaga na feature, ang meeting AI. It's an AI integrated na pag once may meeting ka or may ka-call ka sa Zoom, sa Google Meet, or whatsoever kung saan ka may ka-call, as long as you are using the crisp microphone and as well as crisp speaker, matratranscribe niya lahat ng namitingan nyo. Yes, matratranscribe niya and as well as marirecord niya yung audio and marirecord niya din yung screen. If you will, nasa settings kasi siya, I'm gonna let you see kung paano siya gawin maya. Pero pwede siyang i-record ang voice, ang transcription, ang screen kung kailangan. And eto, game changer. You will just click the summarize button and then masasummarize na yung mga key points na namitingan nyo. Not just that, meron din siya action items. Like, kung may nakita siya doon na kailangan mong gawin or kailangan gawin ng kasama mo, or eto yung mga things na dapat yung gawin after the meeting, yung mga ganun. Like, ililist down din niya lahat ng mga action items. And sa action items, pwede mo din siyang i-assign sa teammates mo if ever. So yes, it's so nice, right? I feel like mas magigets niyo siya if I'm gonna share my screen. So, here it goes. Okay, so you are currently seeing my screen right now and dito tayo sa krisp.ai na platform nila. So, if you still don't have an account sa Krisp, then I would highly recommend you guys to just click get Krisp for free, or I'm just gonna put a link below so that you can just directly sign up. But kung meron na kayong account, just click sign in. Ito, I'm going to click get Krisp for free to see. Usually, I'll just log in with my Google account para mas easier ako makapag-sign up kasi automatic siya nag-fill up. I will not do it now kasi may account na ako. You can do it on your end if wala pa kayong account so that you can try this cool tool na pwede natin gamitan during our meetings. So now, I will just click sign in here. And what I would want you to do, guys, is to first really download the app kasi mas easier mag-navigate. So now, nakalagi na tayo. First, I would highly recommend you guys to click this, download Krisp. If naka-download na kayo, you have to install it para lalabas siya sa parang toolbox niyo sa gilid or whatsoever. Sa akin dito sa taas, and then makikita ko to. So of course, at first, you have to sign in pa in order for you to see this. So this one, ito yung note AI taker. Pwedeng transcript lang, pwedeng i-record ang audio with transcription, pwede din nakasali ang screen na ma-record, or wala talagang ma-record. Everything private. So, yung gano'n. Pwede din via bot or something like that. Pag nag-video call kayo ng client nyo, and then you have to take note all of the meetings, I would highly recommend you guys to do this, record screen, audio, and transcription para it would be easier for you to check kung ano yung mga need mong i-check during the meeting. And here, you guys, this is the noise cancellation part. So, you have to see here kung ano yung gusto nyong gamitan. For me, MacBook Pro microphone. This one is just also the same. And then, I can turn it on this one as well. Ayan, nakaset na siya. So, you can also explore the settings if you want. If you're going to click the settings, andito siya. But wala kayong masyadong need na gawin dito, no? Here, I would want to highlight this because merong bagong lalabas na feature si Krisp AI about the Filipino accent conversion. So, tayong mga Filipino, meron talaga tayong accent, no? Not all of us, but some people do have accent, like Filipino accent. So, it would be easier for us to convert our accent na hindi masyadong klaro yung accent ng pagka-Pilipino. And then, mas good na yung flow ng English natin. This is where we are going to change the settings if ever ma-live na to siya na feature, okay? So, of course, the notifications and all. Now, if you are inside the app, ito yung app ko. Ito yung makikita nyo sa dashboard nyo. It's just technically the same here, but we're just using the app. Okay, so isa-isahin natin. If you have a ka-teammates, no, you can invite teams here. Per user, $8 per month. So these are the plus. Additional to siya sa mga for free mo. Even the for free are already good. Unlimited transcript and audio recording. 60 minutes per day na cancellation. O, diba? Saan ba kayo naman? 60 minutes AI accent conversion as well. 2 times per day AI notes action. I'm gonna walk you through kung paano to siya gawin, okay? So let's go back here. Now, nagamit ko na to siya during the conference, diba? Ito yung mga nakuha ko ng mga notes there, yung recording and transcript. So technically, after the call, ito lang yung makikita nyo. Wala siyang notes. Recording and transcript lang. So for example, no, dito ako nag-talk, diba? So I'm just going to skip and then...
Okay, great. So I'm gonna share my screen now.
So pardon nyo siyang
Yeah.
i-fast.
Thank you, Ma.
So ayan.
Okay, I think okay na.
So, ayan, meron siyang nakitang madaming speakers. So, nakikita niya yan, and then pwede mo kading magpunta dito just to see.
Easily and in simple everyday language. And many people found the accelerating speed of AI, the changes to be overwhelming. And even I'm finding it that these days, even though I've been in AI for 25 years, 6 months ago it was
I
easy
think this
because...
is Tony. If you have watched the Freelance Con, then you would know this is Tony. And then,
We have the confidence dito sa may yung pataas and then yung competence.
so, of course, if Tagalog siya, hindi ganoon ka-accurate yung transcription niya. But if it's really purely
Thank you.
English,
Let me just share my screen.
it's pretty good.
Give me a second here to share it properly.
So, maganda talaga siya if ang kakall mo is yung client mo, especially if sa ibang bansa, because it would be easier to get the accurate transcription, no? Now, in order for me to get all of the things, like mga key highlights, mga notes, na gusto ko makita, I will just click the summarize, and then automatic mag-generate dito sa note. You can add more notes if you want here. You can also add more action items here. Yeah, automatic na siyang na-generate if you are just going to click the summary. So, lahat ng nakita niya dito na need mong gawin, ilalagay niya dito sa action items. Lahat ng key points na nakikita niya sa conversation, the whole conversation, ilalagay din niya dito sa key points. So, now, what I like about it is that you can share it sa Slack niyo. So, if you guys, meron kayong Slack, doon kayo nagko-communicate ng lahat ng business matters niyo, you can share this one on Slack and then write the channel and then send it. Or you can just directly send it to your colleague. Ayan. So, you can also change this para ba sa everyone or personal or anyone with a link. They can see this note. So, you can also do this instead. Just add the email of your colleague para makakita niya tong notes na to. So, you can also do this. Just export the transcript or download the recording. It's a very, very nice productivity tool talaga kasi kinumbine niya din si AI para it would easier for us to do the things that we need to do. So, hindi mo na talaga kailangan parang super focused sa meeting because automatic na si AI yung gagawa para sa'yo. You just really have to be present sa meeting. Be proactive, yung ganun. Because hindi mo na siya kailangang manually na gagawin yung mga minutes mo para kay client, okay? Now, I do have also something like this here. It's actually the same pa rin sa freelance ko, no?
Naturally, I'm introvert. But over
See? And sa notes din, automatic din siya naglagay. Dito, wala siyang nakitang action items. So, wala siyang nilagay na action item, no? Dito naman sa agenda, kinonect ko yung agenda ko sa calendar na Google. So, nakita niya lahat ng mga meetings ko doon. Lahat ng nilagay ko na schedule doon. Even hindi pang meeting, okay? Dito yung pasahod team, Sunday mass, meeting boss, yung ganun. For example, I don't want this one to be included. So, I can just hide this meeting if you want. But you can configure everything kung gusto nyo na ang ilagay nyo lang yung mga meetings lang talaga, hindi kasali ang ibang schedule nyo. So, you can just turn off this part here. Turn off nyo yan. So, therefore, mawawala yung mga na hindi meetings. And then, I wanted na everything is included para alam ko yung flow ng day. If ganyan, so lahat siya malalagay. So you can also add here mga recurring meetings or whatsoever. Makikita mo siya dito. Okay? Now, dito naman sa action items. Ito yung action items na nalalagay sa meeting. So for example, this one, I had a meeting with Lucine here. So merong mga action items, no? So automatic nalalagay siya dito sa action items na naka-assign sa akin. So for example, hindi siya naka-assign. Let's see dito. Ito yung freelance con. Ang freelance con pa hindi pa Okay? So let's put freelance con. Now, I'm going to assign that sa self ko kasi need ko siyang gawin. So, technically ito, malalagay siya sa assigned to me here. So, para hindi ko siya makalimutan, nakahilera na yung mga naka-assign talaga sa akin and nakahilera din dito sa all actions yung lahat ng call action items combination sa akin at saka sa ibang tao or sa ka-team mo, something like that. this is so good kasi mas makaka-focus ka sa kung ano lang talaga yung need mong gawin kasi meron kang own list here kung ano talaga yung need mong magawa. Diba? Super nice. Now, dito sa vocabulary, diba remember kanina, I have to retype this one here, freelancecon.ph. So, in order for the transcription na mas maging accurate siya, you can add mga vocabulary words here. Like, for example, the freelance con. So, I should have add this one. Oops. Yung ganon. So, if mag-click ka na ng space, like it's just another, another word. So, you can do that para mas easier ma-detect ni Krisp AI yung word na gusto nyong malagay dito instead. Dito. So, I don't have to retype it. Yan. So, kahit ano, like for example, ano ba yung common words na always yung binabanggit na feeling nyo hindi makukuha ng AI? You can do that. BossedUp PH. Maybe you can just yung mga term na always yung ginagamit. And then here, the integration, nakakonect na ako nito sa Slack. So, you can just literally just click connect. And then, you have to allow Krisp na mag-connect sila or integrate sila together with another software. So, for example, Zapier, HubSpot, incoming pa yung Teams. Pero soon, magkakaroon din. Ito yung mga incoming natin. Now, for the settings, of course, here, you should enable this two-factor authentication. Remember, meron code na pinalagay sa akin. It's because of this one. So, do that. Preference as well. Meron kang desktop app. Ako, I really prefer to use the desktop app. And then the calendar, I connected my calendar here, of course. You can also do this. If okay sa kanila na ilagay din yung name nila, then you can turn this one on. But for privacy, sometimes, nilagay na default ang hindi. Kasi it's just really up to you na lang. Kung gusto mong makita yung name nila. No? Kung ano yung name sa Zoom nila, then makikita. So, kung okay lang sa kanila lahat na makita, then you can just turn it on. Sharing, only internal invites. You can literally change all the settings here if you want. And then, the transcript, pwedeng ibang language din. Kung may kasama kayo na hindi talaga pure English and gusto niyang nila na French or German and Italian, you can also do that. So, yeah, this is a very nice AI app talaga. This one, you can put your team name here. And then, of course, ito din, mga user's choice. It's just really very straightforward and very easy to use. So, wala ka talagang need na i-worry if you want to try that. I would highly recommend you to try this talaga. So, yeah, super easy, right? I feel like this is really a game changer. Like, lahat na ngayon, like, pwede na siyang maging faster. It's because of the integration of AI, right? See ha, that magic na nagagawa ng voice mo lang, tapos i-analyze ng AI yung voice mo and yung ka-meeting mo to get all of this, mga key points, mga action items. Diba? Super helpful siya na maging efficient ka sa time. And during the meeting, makaka-focus lang talaga sa meeting. Hindi ka mangangarag na kailangan mo pang i-take note na, oy, gagawin ko pa to. Oy, meron siyang sinabing ganito, diba? Hindi tayo magngangarag during the meeting because we will just focus ano yung meeting and then we will just let the AI do the work. So, yeah, if you would like to try that, you can click the link below. If you have any questions with regards to Krisp AI, feel free to comment it below. I would really love to answer all of your questions. And yeah, let me know if you have tried it, if you like it. Even yung for free nila na version, like super good na yung deal. You can try the free version if you still don't have the budget. But I feel like if you are always doing calls, meetings, and all na nakaka-help atong Krisp AI, I would highly recommend you to try it, guys. I feel like it's very worth it. And as well as yung mga may companies dyan, I would really say na maganda yung accent conversion nila. So, yeah, if you like this kind of video, feel free to subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. You can also comment below kung meron kayong mga specific topics you want me to discuss. Also, guys, I would like to invite you to follow us sa Facebook page natin at BossedUp PH and yung Instagram natin at @BrickSwin at BossedUp PH. If you have LinkedIn account as well, you can connect and follow us sa BossedUp PH and British Suzy na account. So yeah, hope to see you on my next one. Bye!